How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I'd just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? How's it going, everybody? Happy Super Tuesday over here. Holy smokes, what a freaking day. Up 20% on the day on AMC. We'll take a look at GameStop because they had a huge day as well. AMC ended the day at the regular market hours at $44.26. In the after hours now up even another 1.9% at $45.10. Just unbelievable, looking so dang strong, right? Right here, just absolutely beautiful. I'm trying to look for a technical breakout here. Obviously, we whenever you have these levels of resistance, you just want to look for a solid green candle. And this green candle here is just absolutely disgusting at how huge it really is. And so if we look here, I'm looking for other levels of, we do have these candle wicks here, and I'm trying to see where the next breakout would be. It looks like it's going to be around, if I wanted to get as many candles as possible, it would actually be around $44.98. If I wanted to be a little more strict and just get three, actually we have some on the left hand side as well. We could say this right here around $45.67 if I really wanted to get like kind of crazy with it. And you know what, I'll just kind of be a little, there we go. I'll go ahead and draw that one because we got this point right here, this point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So I try to get that extra one there, and I feel like this is pretty good right here. Theoretically, we could even bring it up a little bit further, but it's an art, not an exact science. And so I like what we have here. We'll see how it continues to move. This is very nice. I mean, it was a little unexpected. I was curious what was going to happen because Ortex, they did tweet early in the morning saying that short interest was due today. So I haven't taken a look at Ortex yet. I'm very curious to see what those numbers look like and see everything. I'm very curious to what Ortex is looking like, and especially since the top numbers are in a T+2 system, how they will look on, so it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday area time frame, and see how everything is looking. But either way, I mean, this is just, it's a matter of perspective. It looks great short term, but realistically, we know where this thing can go. And while it feels, pretty good to be up a little bit, I still don't think this is a dead cat, right? This isn't the cover. This isn't the squeeze, anything like that. I think this is just a little bit of what is owed to, based on the sentiment of the stock, right? And what is actually happening technically. So looking very solid. Let's take a look at GameStop. GameStop had a solid day as well. GameStop was up 27% on the day to end the day at $210.29. In the after hours, down just 0.4%, nothing crazy there. We can see here though, look at this just huge technical breakout that we had right here. It was kind of like stepping downward trending, bounced here finally, and it was looking for another bounce. And so this was $45 bounce. This was around $145 bounce. This one was around $150 bounce, and it continued to go up. So this is exactly what you want to see. You want to see it bottom out, so it's not like a falling knife, right? You don't want to catch a falling knife. And finally broke through and just looking super solid. We'll see what happens in the next few days. If we have previously what we had, right? Last time we had the huge run for AMC. We saw days, and we'll go back here, right? We saw days where we went up 30%, or especially these right here. I think more so these. They were 30%, 30%, 30%. Actually, maybe it's 1, 2, 3. Something like that. And then it went up like 100% on that day. So I wonder if we'll get something like that again. Really hard to say, but that'd be fantastic. And so I'll be watching for it. Definitely continue to monitor what's going on. But yeah, GameStop had a huge day again, up 27.53%, just absolutely solid. Looks like Doge is down a little bit at 29 cents. Bitcoin around 48,000. It was very close to that $50,000 mark. It broke in and then it came back down. Just taking a look at some of the other stocks we're watching. BlackBerry had it was a 9% day, 9.47% day at $11.10. Carnival was up 4.42%. Let's see who else we have here that we're watching. May 13th in today. Robinhood is up 10%. That's and then these are support was up, almost 5%, up 3% in the after hours. Check. Okay, so May 13th and today. So let's take a look at the AMC. It looks like one of my mods want me to take a look at May 13th candle and January, February, March, April, May. May 13th candle. Okay, like, is it the pattern that we're looking at? So I see this candle over here, May 13th, right here, this big one. Oh, wait, this big one. As compared to ours currently. Whoa, these candles are crazy. Hard to see exactly what you're looking for, Diamond, but let me go ahead and continue here for a second. Yeah, so let me say hi to the chat really quick, and then we'll keep it moving. We're on top of the world today. January, February, March, April, May. Oh my gosh, I went to March. March, April, May, June. So May is 5. May 13th. This is very small. May 13th. Okay, so Diamond, looks like you predict that there's going to be another move kind of like this, where it starts to ladder up slowly, step up a little bit. Let's look at the tops for the day, and we'll hop into Ortex. I really want to see that Ortex information for AMC. I'm very anxious, but let's see what's going on here. Who had huge days? TCAT is back. TCAT on the plus 28% day. That one is a roller coaster. GameStop plus 27%. You love to see it. AMC's not on this list. AMC should be on this. There's AMC. Good old AMC right there. Plus 20% on the day. Amazing. You love to see it. One day. So on the one day right here, nothing I recognize, I don't think. Monday.com, I recognize that one. That's that. All right. Enough waiting. Let's take a look at Ortex and see what's going on over here. My Ortex, this website has been really acting crazy. All right, AMC. Let's see what's going on here. Really not much change. I mean, granted, these top ones are T+2, but these are today's changes, live updates. Short interest is barely down anything. Realistically, it's more along the trend line that we've been seeing, where it's actually increasing, although it is down just a tad. It's still on the upward trajectory, which I love. These numbers, I guess, I don't really know what I was expecting for these numbers. Nothing too crazy. We can see the borrow change if they return, 1.5 million shares, sure. But really nothing I'm too concerned about. But all right, so I guess we'll just continue to monitor this. Not as crazy as I thought it might be, but either way, I mean, it's still extremely bullish, ridiculously bullish. Let's go over to Ortex really quick, because Ortex is, something, the Twitter, at least the Ortex Twitter page is something I've been following. They do actually a pretty good job of just tweeting all this stuff. Looks like an hour ago they said highly shorted stocks soar. Well, this is a Reuters article over here. Highly shorted stocks soar in late day trading surge. Ortex data shows short sellers losing $1 billion on Tuesday in AMC and GME alone, right? That is crazy. And they have the numbers right here. So Ortex right here. Ortex short losses for GME is up around 30%, generating losses for short sellers of over $300 million today alone. Then you have AMC was up 23%, generating losses for short sellers of over $800 million today alone, which is absolutely nuts. I retweeted this and I thought it was very interesting. We can see here support, right? Support is something that we've been watching a little more recently as people. I haven't even said hi to the chat yet. I'm gonna get to the chat in just a second. Support is something we've been watching more recently, right? And support, looks like I think they had a short squeeze signal for support over here. is support who has support right here had the short squeeze signal here. We can see support was continuing upwards momentum today, currently up over 20%. Estimated short interest is 70.91%, an increase of 2% so far today. And then we did see here the short squeeze signal right here for support. Boom. So we'll continue to watch that. Actually, has anyone ran the data on if the short squeeze triggers actually like produce anything? I haven't looked into that. It's one of my to-dos that I just haven't done yet. Let me say hi to the chat and we'll continue on. Keep on keeping on. Diamond says here, yes, Diamond calls it Tuesday every single time. Dog says, what a good day. Mohammed Samo says, Diamond, is it a Tuesday? What's up, Matt? Anyone heard of AMC rip today? Abso-freaking-lutely. Diane, hello. Diamond says, I got a new sub for you, Corey. My buddy at Ignite Vape Shop is an ape, and I got him to tune in. Ooh, I love it. Thank you. Wish we looked like GME. Our time will come. I'm very happy with the way AMC moved, but okay. Art of Nature, it's a buy. All right, there you go. Wonder if Ortex has updated from today's action, or is that 7 a.m. tomorrow? Well, yeah, we just looked at it. So this is updated. So changes from Tuesday 7 a.m. So this is like, I think starting since Tuesday 7 a.m. These are the percent changes. At least that's how I've been reading it. I believe so. What's up, me too? Let's see. Our lives. Hi, family. What a great day. Absolutely. What's up, Hamza? What's up, William? Lucas says, yo, let's freaking go. We're going to be rich, guys. That's the goal. That is the freaking goal. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sweden with the super chat. Look at the Wish stock. Okay, I'm going to take a look at it in just a second. Let me say hi really quick. Is it moving? Continuing to move? Yo, AMC is moving in the after hours. Look at this. Up almost 3% now, continuing to move. This is solid. I wanted to break through here. We'll see what happens in the morning tomorrow. Penny, what is up? What is up? Why are you looking at me when you say Tuesday? I looked directly at you. I was like, diamond, diamond, diamond. What's up, home? Hello, fellow grape-eating ape. What's up, Lee? Volume off 2, another open house. Oh my goodness, Lee is in full school mode. Let's see what Wish did today while I have you right on my mind, Sweden. Wish. Oh, gosh. Yeah, it's this one, right? Wish stock. Dang, Wish was up 6.43% on the day. Let's see how they look on the 6 month. Is this the right stock? Yes, Context Logic. Okay, yeah, that is right. Just making sure it was the right one. So these guys have actually been down a little bit more recently, but you know, Wish is actually a very interesting just business model in general. Gross profit. I mean, just they're $1 billion profit company. That's crazy. And it's been increasing too steadily, even during 2020, which I like to see. I've been looking at the 2020 stuff because it's important to see how they did during the pandemic. Some of these online companies didn't do well during the pandemic, which is crazy to me, because if you're it's just crazy to me. Like, you're an online store, people are stuck at home ordering stuff. Like, if they're not ordering from you, it's a little scary. But Wish, let's say how they look on the 6 month. Man, they have just been coming down. What about the 1 year? Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. So they IPO'd back in December of 2020. So more recently, I mean, they IPO'd kind of high and just been kind of falling, honestly. Let me take a look at their Ortex data really quick. So I don't know about heavily shorted. Let me see how many shares on loan right here. We can see 52 million. How many shares are available with the free float? We'll call it 50. So yeah, not really too crazy. About 10%. 10% of the free float is 10% of the shares are on loan. So, but that's all right. Ricora had the same thought process as me. The real question is what happened to the AMC, the short interest on AMC, which we did already see here. I'll get that pulled up again. Angel, let's freaking go. What's up? Nero says we were coming back to the 50. Yeah, I know. It's looking solid, right? We did touch 48. Like I see who said that right here. Angel said we did hit that 58 right there. We touched, or 48, we touched it. Went down just a tad, but even then, I see Angel also saying T2, right? T2, so we'll see what happens with the T2 over here and the Ortex data, which way it goes. But either way, I still think it's going to be pretty solid. I don't think it's going to be anything like super drastic. Angel says because of the COVID vaccine, Corey. Duh. All right. I know. I wonder, you know, that's a good point. I wonder what's going to happen if they're in, you know, we're not going to make this a whole thing, but if there are mandates for like vaccinations and stuff, I wonder what will happen with AMC, you know, cruises, stuff like that. If they're going to skyrocket because of that vaccine, right? Things are going to open up. People are going to be forced to be vaccinated. It's going to finally eradicate, or maybe not eradicate this thing, but finally get it like under better control. I'm very curious to know what's going to happen. What's up, Dandy? Danny says, is it confirmed losses or that their position is at negative 8 million if they buy back and have to cover? So for short interest, I'm not 100% sure, but I think, like, for example, let me pull up Ortex really quick, right? Because if we pull up Ortex right here, they said, let me find it right here. 1 second. The exchange reported short interest is due out later today. You can see the latest numbers. So I don't remember them saying like when short interest has been due. So if it's due, that makes me feel like they had to actually like pay it out today, right? And if they're going to pay it out, then that's just what they have to pay. So the short interest, yeah, due out later today. I wonder if they mean due like they have to pay it today, or the short interest is due like they need to report the short interest. I'm not really sure, but I'm not sure how they have to pay, if it's daily, monthly, weekly, or how it goes. But that's a good question. If anyone has like a definitive answer to that, I just don't want to do any kind of misinformation. But yeah, Macamania, hello. Oh gosh, I gotta get caught back up. Raphael, show me the money. How's AMC doing? Let's go back to AMC really quick. After hours up 4.5%. This thing is not giving up. Are you kidding? That is solid. Are we gonna hit this again? Gary says, are we happy? Yes, and good evening. Good evening. Oh no, I'm not talking to my watch thought I was talking to it. Smooth. What's up, Smooth? I haven't seen you in a while. Could this be them trying to get people to sell, or is it someone failed margin? It's hard to say why right now, but I mean, it seems to be probably some kind of vaccine news or something like that. But what is interesting is, or what did you say here? Get people to sell. I don't think this is them trying to get people to sell. I mean, there are theories that they're gonna like let it run and try to get people to get out. But honestly, I think they'll probably do that above. I think they'll probably let it run to like $100 or something, and then they're gonna try to like get people to really get out of there. So I'm really not sure. Either way, like I'm just gonna hold my position. I'm not gonna try to hop in and out, nothing like that. I'm just holding strong, and we'll see where where everything goes, which way the wind blows. They're competing with bonkers. Jeff says, why on earth would a day trader even attempt to go short on AMC? Very risky. It is extremely risky. Personally, I just don't think it's worth the risk. I'm not going to lie. I just would never, you know what I mean? The only potential play I could see is if it was like, AMC is like $150 or something like that. And we're about to squeeze, or we're starting to squeeze or something. And if someone like on the dump, right, then they wanted to make money on the dump, like after it runs up and stuff. But again, still super risky. Like think about this with like GameStop, right? GameStop is holding strong, like $200, or I guess previously, let's lowball at $150, right? Now, let's say you did something with AMC, right? And let's say you think, okay, well, we're moving up, we're past $100, so I'm going to short it at $90, right? Or I'm gonna buy a put at $90, hoping to ride it up and ride it back down, right? So okay, I can respect that, but you never really know, and this is why it's super risky. And you have to manage your own risk whenever you're making these kinds of plays, because if imagine you shorted GameStop or bought a put or whatever at $90 and it's stuck at 150, are you going to expire out of the money? Like, and you expire out of the money and you're done for, like you lost. So it's extremely risky, because who would have thought that GameStop is going to hold so strong at such a high number? And then now continuing to go back up, right? You don't know if AMC is going to plateau at $150 or $500, whatever it may or may not plateau at. And now you're like, oh my gosh, is my option going to expire in the money? Like, this isn't even a squeeze. This is like a slow hold. And who knows how long we'll do this for, right? Maybe we'll go to 40, 50, 60, or maybe we'll do, we'll do like 50s, 100s, 150s, and then it keeps on fluctuating until something gives. So it's definitely extremely scary. Okay, here we go. Almost caught up. Man, AMC is at $46 in these after hours. This is solid. What's up, Beverly? DeSuze says, how inflated the option premium right now? Options are probably extremely inflated. I mean, I really don't think I'm gonna play options anymore. They're just super expensive. Like, it's not that I don't want to play them. Super expensive, and realistically, I'm at the point where I'm very comfortable with everything I have. I'd rather just buy shares, wait it out. I don't want to play the risk of like, are they going to expire in the money? Are we going to be a little more? It's volatile, right? It's going to be up, it's going to be down, it's going to be every which was going to be sideways, every which way. And I'm just not at the point right now where I want to continue to just play the risk. I made some relatively risky bets, right? And granted, my risky bet is I bought a $40 strike back in the day, and when we were at like $10, and I was like, all right, well, I went pretty heavy in it, and I was like, put your money where your mouth is. And I did, and I'm very glad I did. I made out like a freaking bandit. I'm very happy that I did. And And it's good, right? I'm very happy. I'm just going to turn those options into shares. I'm not going to take any out. And that's it. Like, I'm just going to continue to play, continue to add to my shares, continue to add to my shares. Any option expiring in the money, I will exercise and I will just purchase those shares. And that's that. Like, that's how I'm just going to play it, continuing to add to my position, averaging up. People always say, oh, are you going to average up? Like, I don't want to average up. I'm 1,000,000% averaging up, 100%. Personally, always make your own financial decisions. This is no financial advice here. This is my personal play, how I'm going to do it. You do it however you want to do it. And may the odds be ever in your favor. But yeah, these premiums I'm sure are crazy. There was someone actually, let me pull up this one really quick because I saw this. It was Reddit. Somebody made some huge tendies. I don't know what they were thinking. Must have been, it was so risky. Let me find it. Yo, these memes, I just can't. It's like, it's too funny. Somebody had a crazy gains. Well, basically somebody played an option today, earlier in the day, for Friday. They spent like 10 grand on it, and then they're in the money, and like they made a 600% on their like $10,000 bet. I mean, like 60 grand. It was just wild. I don't know what's going on in this world. All right, that's that. So I'm gonna leave that there. That's the Super Stonk subreddit if anyone wants to find it. But yeah, I mean, some people make some crazy gains, and you know what? Great. I'm all for people making a whole bunch of money. Oh yeah, let me bring this back up so we can watch it in the after hours, just being insane. I've never bought a put. I don't like puts either, Diamond. Puts realistically for me, they just aren't worth it. Like I just can't. I'm too much of a bull to try and get puts. I've never bought a put. I really don't plan on buying a put. If I were to get a put, it would be on something like, it'd be risky, but it'd be on something that really peaked during the pandemic, like Zoom and that kind of stuff that I think is probably just not going to maintain where they are, just because, you know, especially with the vaccine out and this and that, like people are going to be more out. People want to be out. People are going to want to go to an office. People are going to want to do this. And so just to get out of the house. And I just don't think that they're going to be able to sustain as big as they are. I don't think they'll go back to where they were, but I don't think they'll be able to sustain their all-time highs. Whenever it was kind of a fluke of what happened. That's the only kind of thing I would do. Excuse me. What's up, Plethora? Angel, day trader shorts AMC. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for him. Fred, what's cracking, homie? Gary, yes. You know, I didn't think about this, and I always talk about it. I can't believe I forgot about it today. Gary says the FOMO is starting. After tonight's news cycle, there will be new money buying AMC. Why not money, right? And that's a great point. FOMO money. This is something that I've always talked about whenever we talk about AMC moving and these other meme stocks moving, especially something as affordable as AMC. Granted, I know there are partial shares, but remember, there's that mental block of people not wanting to pay $200 for a GameStop share. So where are they going to go? They're going to go into AMC. So if there are new apes, remember, I'm a huge believer in educating new apes, right? Because guess what? Whether you like it or not, that person is now an ape holding the stock. And if that person's going to paper hands, that person is going to paper hands all of the apes. So it's just extremely important for people to keep in mind, like, we're friendly to our ape, don't fight ape. And, you know, I like to keep the apes educated, let them know what's going on. So if you see a new ape, welcome them, let them know the DD, what's going on. And just, you know, be cool. Angel says, yes, expensive equals volatile, right? For options. Johnson, Captain Cash, AMC made some moves today. It sure did, Johnson. Nice to see you. Tim says, at what amount would you stop averaging up? Herman, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. Let me see. Tim says, at what point would you stop averaging up? At what dollar amount? You know, it's really hard to say, Tim. Like, honestly, it's just truly so hard to say. It depends on when it's honestly hard to say. Like, I bought at, when it first went to $30, also I'll put it this way, when it first went to $30, I bought more instantly, right? I just bought more. And people are like, why would you buy more at $30? Like, it was barely at 10, like barely holding 10. It was fluctuating 10, 9, 8, 7, 10, 9, you know, and just up and back over there, went to 14, back down to 10. I was like, why would you buy more? And it's because I believe in it. I know it. I understand the DD. It's like, if you know about, imagine you know about one thing. It's like, okay, I have a good analogy. Imagine you're at work and, you know, they're talking about work stuff all the time. You don't really care about it. They're talking about just junk you don't care about and whatever. And now finally, these guys start talking. They say, hey, you know what? What do you think about AMC? And you're like, you know what? This is my time to shine. I know this. Or they talk about anything you're super passionate about. And you're like, you know what? This is my time to shine. Like, I know everything about this. And, you know, or if they're going to make a bet on something or whatever it might be, right? And you know everything about that and you feel super confident in it. That's how I feel in this kind of play, just personally, right? I just feel like I've been studying for the test all this time, my whole life, feels like, and it's time to take the test. So, and if you pass the test, you're going to change your life forever. That's how I feel, right? And that's what I'm doing. So, and you know, to just add to that, Tim. So, like, at what point will I stop averaging up? I don't know. Like, imagine, and what really keeps me just so bullish on it is, like, I think of like GameStop, for example, right? If you had an option, and I always say this, if you get an option to buy GameStop at $100, right, $100 per share, would you do it, right? If you had an option to buy it. If your answer is no, then that's not a good financial decision, in my personal opinion, but make your own financial decisions, because you see it's at $200, right? Now, in my opinion, you know, I see the potential through what happened with GameStop, right? I can see the potential here. So, you know, I really personally feel like people are going to wish they bought AMC at $50, right? At $70. And granted, you know, and I've been saying that. Even when we were at 70, I was thinking about that, right? That people are going to wish that they purchased their shares at these numbers. If you could have bought GameStop at $70, would you have bought it? You wish you would have bought it at $70, right? Absolutely. And that's why I think that's why I'm just so into what's happening. AMC is still running. Yes. Thank you guys for reminding me, Eric. AMC, it was up 5% just there. It was at 46.50 right now. Just there it is, 5% again, just teetering right here. So we'll see what happens. It's 20 minutes left until the after hours closes. So we'll see where we hit, and then we'll see what happens in the morning. But yeah, so I'm just going to continue to add to my position as long as I feel comfortable with it. But I'm into it. Herman says puts are good for protection, and that's true, Herman. So don't get me wrong, right? And there's always two sides to everything. There's a time to, when a stock is going down, there's a time to diamond hand. There's a difference between diamond handing and cutting losses, right? You have to, it's whatever your frame is, whatever your financial goals are, whatever you think is going to happen, whatever your prediction is. And so that is a great point that I would like to clarify whenever we're talking about puts. Again, personally, I'm freaking so bullish on things that it's hard for me to see that. But I guess it's because most of the stocks I look at, I'm very interested in, and I see the potential there. So yeah. Eric says, Corey, heard several retail investors wanting to short AMC, while all you would have to do is maintain the margin requirement. Super risky. No way I would do that. Right. Because that margin requirement, especially if you're trading a margin, if you're not trading a margin, you're doing just a put or something, then okay. I mean, you're only liable for whatever you put in, right? Whatever you pay that premium for, and that's that. But if you're like, oh, what just happened? Johnson, what is up? Johnson said, the huge super chat here. It's been a while since I sent a gift. Use it for date night to AMC or wherever you like. Blessings. Diamond hands, AMC to the moon. Johnson, thank you so much, man. You're crazy. I appreciate it though. Nice to see you. I mean, it's been a while. What was I talking about? Lost my train of thought. Money. Oh yes, the shorting, right? Super risky to short, right? I mean, like, holy smokes, it's so risky that those margin requirements, they'll get you. And the thing is, you know, at some point, right, those margin requirements are going to keep on going up, going up, and going up, and you're gonna margin gets scary. Because keep in mind, right, and I know some of you have traded on margin. I've traded on margin before. You have to keep in mind, like, at some point you have to say, okay, enough is enough, right? So me personally, I was trading in a position. I was bullish on it. And so I was trading on margin. It was going down. And I was like, they're like, hey, if you want to keep your position, your losing position, you have to add money to your account. And I said, okay, well, let's do it. It's going to go up one day. And I put in money, and it just kept going down. I was bleeding money. And I was like, you know what? At some point you got to cut losses, right? And I was like, you know what? I was cut my losses. But even then, like, you know how hard it is to cut your losses whenever you've been putting in, you know, $50, $100, whatever it is. And it's like, well, dang, I've been betting on this for so long. I have so much invested in this, like, literally. And now I'm just going to quit. And sometimes you just have to do that. You have to do what you have to do. And so, yeah, it's a long mind game, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's see. Herman says puts are a good way to hedge your position. So you have protection, just buy them further away to avoid disaster. Herman, that's a great perspective too. Thank you. Bobby says, haha, AMC play feels like a lifelong pursuit at this stage. It really does. I mean, think about it. Like, if you've been on and I know who is here every single day. I know your names. I know all of you. Imagine being in this since, you know, I've been in it since January, watching the DD every single day. I finally hopped on YouTube March or February, and I just hear every single day, watching it, learning, interviewing people, having people come on the show, like, just trying to understand what's going on. I feel like I've scratched the surface of how deep this thing goes, especially in like true understanding of some of these how some of these things work, like the reverse repos and stuff like that. But yeah, like every single day, just going has really, you know, it definitely feels like a lifetime. Lee says, Corey, don't get married. Wait 13 years and 3 kids like I did. I got you. There you go, William. I can appreciate this. William says, averaging up. If you think it'll hit $1,000, then buying at $999 is profitable. Same for paying $999,000 for shares if you think it'll hit 100K, right? And fair point. Fred, that's a super chat. Johnson says, busy with school, just had a 4th baby, always support your channel with a like. Oh, Johnson, I appreciate that. That's all. That's more than what I could ask for, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much. 4th baby, congratulations. My goodness. Wow. Angelina says, I seem to be good at identifying very smart men. My son, the last man in my life, invested solely in GME and is convinced 15 stocks is enough. 15 stock is enough. Teens. There you have it. I'll definitely be diamond handing with AMC. Wish you all the success. Buying $75 calls, Teddy. Davis, thank you for the subscription, for subscribing. Bobby says, "Ha, I dream about AMC." I know, right? Get rich or die buying. Web twerp, I saw that post. Can't claim it. Yeah, so I mean, just crazy stuff, guys. Solid stuff. I did want to take a look at Fintel, just to see if any new buyers and stuff. You guys know I've been watching that. I'm curious to know if anyone bought today. But you know what? And you know what? I kind of like all these institutional people like buying the stock for multiple reasons. But imagine these people who just bought, or I say just, but bought around $33, and they're like looking super solid today. The only concern I would have is like maybe paper hands or something, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty solid. Look at these people. These people bought at $60. Jeez. Bought at $60. I mean, we can see some, and people are continuing to buy it. I mean, we can see like yesterday, and granted, this is just when they filed and stuff, but just two for yesterday. But for today, look at all these people that bought it. And red right here is indicate that they closed positions. However, I don't know why it says 0 shares changed 100 value. I wonder what they closed versus what they opened, but all right. Usually it would say a value change or percent change, like, yeah, value change in percentage, but that's all right. And you can see these people aren't buying like too many shares. Here's 48,000. And granted, these are a lot of shares, 10,000 or 11,000. I mean, 64,000, but pretty solid stuff. I bought at 40. Angelina, it was a month later when I found Corey and Fam. Love this channel. Hey, thanks, Angelina. I appreciate that. William says, I got 2,000 shares, average of $31. Is that too late? I add 2,000 more shares, or is that better to do call? William, at this point, really make your own decision. But theoretically, if you're going through the proper payment for order flow, as in, if you're in your exchange, if they're not trading it through the dark pools, and there's, you have to like Google how to do that. I forgot the exact, depending on your brokerage, blah, 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 a few different factors, but you can basically control your payment for order flow to buy those shares and make sure that they're not going through the dark pools. Personally, I'm at the point where it's just I'm at buy shares exclusively. There's a lot of money to be made in options, but for me, like sentiment of the stock, like, and just wanting to, I don't know, just wanting to be in the favor of the apes. I think options are kind of the way to go. I mean, not options, shares are the way to go for different reasons. I don't think I'm allowed to say or convince you or sway you or anything like that. So I'll just say that. But options are, and personally, I think options are so expensive right now. And options are risky. I mean, you can't say they're not risky, especially if you're buying them close to in the money or way out of the money, right? So just keep that in mind. You don't know what the heck is going to happen with this crazy stuff. But, honestly, hopefully this vaccine sets this thing up for success. With the news of the vaccine as well as the momentum we had today, I would love to see a lot of FOMO people hop in, especially because they saw what happened previously, right? I just thought about this. I wonder if people who haven't bought in yet, if they're saying, you know what, back in, oh my gosh, I can't, look how small this is. This always makes me so happy when I see January, and look how small January is. I almost missed it. Because historically, what did people see, right? They saw January, like, okay, it ran up, it came down, and what did they say? It's never going to run up again. It's over. It's a dead cat, right? So then what did they see? They said, okay, so it ran up, it consolidated, it ran up, it consolidated. And, I'm wondering if people are seeing this right here again, right? And they think it's going to run up. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy because now they're going to hop in and it's going to run up. That'd be a pretty interesting theory. I don't know if that'll play out, but definitely a concept that I just thought of just now. So just take it for what it is. But, I wonder if this will be, goes to $140 this time or something. So I'd be very curious to know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I will not be able to stream tomorrow. I just have a bunch of, I got to do some stuff. Yeah, I just won't be able to stream tomorrow. Sucks. But it is what it is. Let's see what we have here. So it looks like AMC is probably going to consolidate for the rest of the night here. Let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. Nothing really here that was too crazy. Boys. That's pretty funny. An ape on HGTV. Sally is a stay-at-home mom, and Stanley sold 5 shares of AMC. Budget 8. What is that? I wish they would have put commas, comma, $800 million. I'm sad now. I know it sucks, guys. What's up, Damon? Captain keeps it 100. I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything here. It's so funny how the DD has just been all gone through, all good to go, all there. And now, like, people are just, this is a feel good post. Like, this looks like an album cover, like Rage Against the Machine, but like, what is this thing called? Vinyl. These memes, I always love these. Bought 5 more. I bought 3. I only got 1. And good old Kenny G. You guys still have money? Those are rookie numbers. I love looking at those. Let's go ahead and continue over here. Salvatore says, have the shorts covered. I don't think the shorts have covered at all, honestly. I mean, the shorts are just struggling. Macamania says, remember, put your money where you keep working for you after the squeeze. I'll be opening Old Folks Playground, not financial advice. Just a place for them to have fun. Here we go. Yeah, I have a few actually like business ventures that I'd be curious to explore. But I'm going to play it slowly. I'm going to see where I want to go. Honestly, I might just find a high dividend yielding. I might put like half in the S&P 500, half in, or, something similar, and half in, stop talking to me, Siri. Oh gosh. Half in the S&P 500 and half in like my own kind of plays, but I do want to find something with super high dividend. This way, think about it. If you make, and remember, if you find a stock, let's say you make, let's just do big numbers, right? Let me move this up. Let's say you make $10 million after taxes, right? And let's say you find a dividend stock that is, 2.5%, right? I think it'd probably be easy to find a 2.5% stock. So it's there should be times 0.0025. Nope, I did that wrong. 10 million times 0.025, so that would be 2.5%. Equals $250,000 a year, right? And this is the dividend right here. Theoretically, if you only used half of that, I mean, you could have a salary of $125,000 a year, have this go back in, and now you have compounding interest with the dividends and stuff of your stock. You know what I mean? It's like insane what you can do with this kind of money and live off of it. just insane we can do with this kind of stuff. Like it's just never ending. So many different, and that was off a 2.5% dividend. Some of these dividends that I found are extremely high. And granted, they're just different things. Like AMC doesn't offer a dividend, but if I were to choose a random one, I don't know who has a dividend, but somebody as crazy as IVR, if you wanted to go all in on, mortgage, housing and stuff, these guys have a dividend yield of 11.43%. I mean, at that point, even if you made $5 million, right, times 0.11, look at that, that's $550,000 a year that you could get paid out. I assume this is paid yearly, but yeah, like, isn't that insane that you can live off of this stuff? Like, never ending. Very, very cool stuff. Check out AVGO. The dividend. 3% dividing. Check AVO dividing. Yeah, this one doesn't have a big dividend or anything. It's just 2.99%, which isn't bad. Some people have big dividends, some people have small dividends. Any dividend, Mr. Wonderful, his trading strategy, well, not so much recently, but he used to only trade in stocks that had dividends. He would not trade a stock if it didn't have a dividend. And he did his own diversification in his portfolio. I am going to do my own diversification for a portfolio. Like I said, I'll probably put half super safe in S&P 500 or something like that, and then I'll put the other half in my own kind of trades. I do anticipate my own personal trades will probably outweigh the S&P 500, but I'm going to be diversified. It's going to be slow. And remember, at that point, right, if you make millions of dollars, you're good to go. You're going to retire. Remember, all you have to do is not lose your money. You don't need to be super risky. You don't need to YOLO it and try to turn 10 million into 20 million, anything like that. You just need to, make your own financial decision. This is not financial advice, but I'm not going to do any of that. I'm going to play it slowly, make sure I can continue to retire and live a beautiful life. How about doing weekly CSPs on Google? You can make around 2.5K a week. Is that better post-squeeze strategy instead of dividends? What are CSPs? What's a CSP? CSP stock option, cash secured put. You have me stumped with this one. I'm not going to lie to you. The investor must be prepared for the possibility that the put won't be assigned. Cash secured put. All right, let's see what Fidelity says about this. This is a good one. Let's see. Oh gosh, this is a long explanation. Okay, I don't know about CSPs is what I'll say. So I'll just kind of leave that there. I need to read into it and look into it and stuff. But I will say, whatever you feel is going to be, again, make your own decision. But I am just going to find something that is extremely just safe, right? I don't have to get risky and get super aggressive, right? Because you're there. Like, you made the money. Why be aggressive if you're good? So I'm gonna cash good put. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play it super safe. If this is safe, I see put and I get scared. But as long if you feel like you can make serious money and it'll be worth it, selling puts cash covered. See, even then, like it's just not like clicking for me. Risk is substantial because stock price can potential profit is limited. Risk is substantial because the stock price can fall to 0. Break even stock price in this example, strike price minus premium received. You see some of this stuff. I mean, I don't know, me personally, this just kind of doesn't seem like something I would want to hop into. Granted, I don't know as much as you know about this. But for me, I'd rather do the passive income thing, right? Why not have passive income where I can just put it in a dividend and just take half of my dividend returns out, right? Or a quarter of it out, or whatever I would want to take out, and just live off of that, right? Like, I don't have to worry about, oh crap, is this going to go up or down? What's going to happen? Like, granted, yes, the stock market goes up and down, but as long as I'm, relatively net positive over 5 years or 2 or 3 years, a year, whatever it's going to be, as long as I'm not super negative year after year after year after year, I'll be fine. Like, it'll be good. So, yeah. What do we watch after margin call if you retire, Corey? Let me tell you, if I retire and I'm living the high life, I'm on a yacht or something, and I'm traveling the world, I'll vlog it. We'll hang out, we'll meet up in Italy or something, and we'll have a good time, and we'll have some pizza and pasta and other things that start with P. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, it'll be great. So yeah. You think AMC is going to continue the momentum tomorrow? I really hope so. I'm curious to know what's going to happen, because for people getting home right now that did not know that the vaccine was, what is it called? Approved, right? FDA approved. Who people don't know that AMC ran. Once they settle down, they figure out what's going on. They're like, oh shoot, like AMC, this is looking pretty solid. I wonder if there will be a lot of FOMO buying. I hope there will be, and we get a lot of new apes, and we go from there. All right, Gary, you got it. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Love hanging out with you guys. Remember, I will not be on tomorrow, but should be on Thursday, no problem. But you guys have a my kids are asking for Europe. That's crazy. But yeah, so you guys have a fantastic night. I will see you Thursday. All right, peace.